It took me 18 years to understand that working hard only when I felt like it, only when I was motivated, was one of the biggest mistakes that I could have ever made. And so I spent hundreds of hours finding a way to create a working system in my life, which was not dependent on mood or motivation. And that has allowed me to do the fun things in life, like watch movies with my friends or play games with my friends without feeling guilty about it. And it's made me believe that I can go far on in business while actually enjoying the entire process. And so if you follow my tactic to creating a working system in your life, which will allow you to do the hard work, even when you don't feel like it, even when you don't have the willpower or motivation, which I'm about to teach you in this video, I guarantee that you will be able to achieve what I have been able to achieve. And so pay very close attention to what I'm about to teach you, because it's going to save you a heck ton of time from going down the wrong path. My name is Mohammed Yad, and I am going to change your life. I remember every day sitting down and, cleaning up my table, opening up my laptop and just unlocking it. And as I unlocked it, I was gonna work, right? I was just ready to put in the hard work, but my cursor, it went on the Chrome browser and I opened a tab on Netflix and I start watching my Netflix show, which I really like. And I felt so damn angry about it. I felt angry because I could not compare with all of these other entrepreneurs who could just control their emotions, control themselves and their work. They could work hard, they could put in the work where I couldn't, right? And that killed me. I saw myself 5 years later down the line that I would end up as a hopeless man without any distractions, right? With no direction or without being able to control myself. And it killed me, right? It made me feel suicidal and I hated it. And this will be you, because if you do not build a work system in your life, if you do not learn to control your emotions, then life is not going to be very nice to you. It's going to be very bad because there is a brutal competition in this world and you need to compete very harshly. But I changed. I built a work system by learning and applying, and it changed my life. And I started learning how to use emotions as a tool rather than a disadvantage. I started improving myself and I started getting acknowledgement. And this can be you if you follow what I have to say. And so the first step to understand, to create a work system that is not reliant on emotions, is to understand that you can never let your feelings control you. Literally. What do you think happens to men who can't control their emotions? Well, the answer is very simple, because any person, any man who does not control their emotions ends up becoming a rapist, murderer, or a criminal. Right? I'm not joking over here, because if you do not control emotions, literally every other man usually becomes one of these things. And even though it feels good, right? Even though it feels like, I wanna follow my emotions. I wanna do, I wanna listen to my heart, even though you're actually listening to your emotions. That feels good. It's actually bad for you, because the basic truth of life is that if there's something that looks very easy and makes you feel too damn good, like it's kind of like unrealistic how good you feel, then that's bad for you. That's literally bad for you. Like majority of the things in life which are fun, right, which are easy and feel extremely fun, are actually bad for you. And so emotions, right? Emotions are really just born from the desire to reproduce and survive. These are the two main motivators for the brain to create emotions. And the brain is overly cautious, right? It creates these emotions if it feels like it's in danger, or if it feels like it can reproduce at any second. And that's why sometimes you might feel like, you feel like, emotions, man, like, why am I feeling this right now? Why am I angry? Why do I feel sad for no reason? Even when I wouldn't feel it. Like, emotions just are generated basically whenever the brain thinks that it's in danger, or whenever it thinks that, it can reproduce or something. And so everyone tells you that, yeah, just listen to your heart, man. Listen to what your heart says. But you're actually listening to emotions, right? And that's not how you can actually just live life, because it's simple. Like, it's not gonna end up being good. It's not a good thing if you just listen to your emotions every time. And so ignore these people who tell you this, right? Ignore people who tell you that emotions are something that you should listen to. Ignore them, listen to me, because I am in the position that you want to be in. I have built a high performance working system in my life, and you haven't. So just listen to me. So the first step to creating a working system that is not reliant on emotions is to plan what you do and do what you plan. The fastest way to actually change your life is by planning your actions, right? Because whenever you plan an action, there's literally no sort of uncertainty or ambiguity when it comes to taking action. When you plan your action, you're basically telling your brain that, okay, I want to do this task at this exact time and at this exact place. And and when the brain listens to this, right, it just inputs the information and it's like, okay, I need to do this at the exact same time, at the exact same place, and then the exact same, you know, just length or whatever it is, any details. And so literally the first steps that you should be taking is starting by creating a morning routine and a shutdown routine that actually works for you. Like, these are arguably two of the most important things that determine how your day and how your week, month, and year is gonna go. How your sleep routine is and how your how your sleeping routine is, right? Sleeping, what the fuck am I saying? How your morning routine is and how your sleeping routine is. How you wake up and you get ready to work and how you wind down. These are two of the most important things that you could do to change your life literally at today. And so just start by creating these things, right? And build a kind of a morning routine which allows you to not be distracted throughout the day. And a wind down routine which allows you to get as much sleep as possible, because sleep is an amazing, a productivity enhancing drug. And so I help entrepreneurs build a high performance working system in their lives, which helps them rewire their brains and their life so that they can execute at laser speed without relying on emotions, which I've linked in the description. So if you're interested, click the link. But anyways, the second step is to create non-negotiables in your life. You must have a list of high leverage business and life tasks that you must do every single day without failure. Literally, there cannot be a day which you miss. And if you do miss a day, it is bad. It's like extremely bad. You should feel bad about it. And so have a list, right? Just build a kind of, it could be a Google Doc, a Notion page, or simply just take a piece of paper and write down about 5 to 10 tasks that you have to do every single day without fail. And it should be like at least a minimum of 3 tasks, right? And when you do this, right, when you're doing this, you're basically telling your brain that, yeah, I need to do these things, right? And this is kind of my direction. This is something that I need to do every single day. And that's going to make you feel like you're progressing. And it's also going to build your skill of discipline and of being able to just walk when you don't feel like it. Like this is something that helped me so much. And so a pro tip is that try doing these non-negotiables as soon as possible right after you wake up, because what I have found personally for myself is that when you wake up, you have the most capacity and potential to be able to walk. And as the day goes through, you start getting distracted, your brain starts getting fucked up because of what you've eaten. And so it just becomes hard to do these non-negotiables. So it's a pro tip from me. Just literally make the list and try doing them as soon as possible in the morning. And this is like, well, this is going to help you so much, because when you have these list of tasks that you must do every single day without fail, then you are obviously going to win. Because what success is not overnight. And I know you've heard this so many times, but I'm telling you this because I've been on this for so long, for so damn long. And I used to believe that I can get sales, and I can, just be able, I can get a lot of work done. I can progress more than my friends, than my online friends, than my other entrepreneurs. And I used to think that. I used to think that it would only take me like one night or two nights. But that's not how it works, because success is literally not about working hard 12 hours a day and getting what you want. It's more about showing up every single day so that you turn from the amateur to the professional. You show up every single day and do a bunch of hard things that you don't feel like doing, that make you feel like shit. And some of the things that you do like doing and you don't feel like shit. Success is literally that repeated over days and over weeks and over months. It's literally that simple. Now, the third step, and the third and the final step to actually just create this system where you're not reliant on emotions, is to have an element of introspection in your daily life. You must introspect deeply. Now, visualization and journaling, right? These are two of the things that you could use like today, right? These are the two tools which will allow you to just look into yourself much more deeply and just look into what you've been doing, what you've been feeling all of this time, and how you can just, whether it is logical to do these things, whether it is logical to take the particular action. That could be anything, literally. But the honest truth is that you must find your true mission on earth, and you must have a vision, because when you have a vision, and this is what I've personally seen like so many times, when you have a vision in life, you are so much more likely to achieve it. You're so much more likely to not be distracted when you're putting the hard work in to get to that goal, to get to that dream physique, to get to that financial goal, to be able to scale up your business, to get your first sale. It's literally having a vision, because having a vision m- it doesn't manifest your way to it, but it does give you the ability to work hard even when you're not distracted, because you have this sort of image in your head, right? And the brain cannot differentiate between that image and reality. And so when it finds out that you're not actually living that life, it's more likely to work hard because it wants it, because it understands that you yourself want it. Like literally just praying to God is introspection, asking him for, you know, success, asking him to create an image in your head, to create a vision in your head, which will allow you to get to your dream life. Just asking him this is so damn amazing, because it allows you to introspect yourself, because it allows you to be at peace with yourself and truly find your life mission, right? This is an action step. Literally just find your action step by journaling, meditate on it, visualize, literally create a vision board and stuff and daydream your way through it. Manifest your way through kind of a dream life. Because when you have a strong vision, right, nothing can stop you. And some other things that you could do is literally just creating, having 5 minutes of your day every single day. Literally it takes 5 minutes, so it's fine to do it. Having 5 minutes every day of doing nothing. It's just sitting down and doing nothing at all. It changes everything when you just sit down for 5 minutes because we're so damn distracted in this age. We're so damn busy. We think that we need to be working constantly every single hour, or we need to keep ourselves entertained by watching YouTube, by watching Netflix, looking at WhatsApp, thinking about girls. Or we just end up not winning. When you have 5 minutes of your day every single day where you're not doing anything, when you're literally doing nothing, it's kind of a reset for your brain. It's like your brain is being healed. When you sit down and you watch, stare at a wall, and you're not listening to anyone or you're not looking here and there, you're just literally staring at your wall. That's self-improvement. That's literally improving yourself by healing your brain, by healing your brain damage. These are so damn great techniques that I truly hope, man, that you apply them because they can save your life. And so once you start doing these things, you're going to become so much more focused than you had ever been. And you will be able to work hard even when you do not have the emotion or even when you do not have the willpower. Now you have congratulations, you've successfully created a working system that does not rely on emotions. And you will start feeling like you have absolute power and control over your future. And you start pushing your limits, right? You start pushing your limits and you start being able to see your true self, being able to win at life because you no longer work when you feel like working. You only work when you know you have to work because you've planned your actions, because you have non-negotiables in your life. You're going to be able to put in the work and you'll literally like become a robot. It'll be kind of a good robot because when you sit down and you're going to work, you transform in this state where you're like a robot. But when you get out of it, you can have fun like a human. And you will become this godly version of yourself who can do anything and completely believes in himself. And you'll find like girls being attracted to you because you do the hard work when you don't feel like you can control your emotions. You do what you say, and that's extremely attractive to girls. And you will feel proud of yourself as your parents look at you in a different light. They see you hustling, they see you working hard, grinding in, locking in. I will always be here for you, right? I'll always be here teaching you how to really just fall in love with the process, how to become the sort of person who does not rely on emotions, who does the work without, having the motivation for it. And it has become a mission of my life to help young entrepreneurs, to help entrepreneurs just fall in love with the process, to do the hard work, especially when they don't feel like it, to actually do that. And to become this sort of strongest version of themselves where they can work easily and have a sort of high performance working system in their life. And you've seen the video, right? You've seen the video. You feel that something is different. Like that this guy is telling you stuff that no one is talking about. This guy is talking about shit that actually works. This guy is telling me things that if I applied in my life, I would win 100%. And so I help young guys create a high performance working system in their life, which allows them to work even when they don't feel like it or even when they don't have the motivation. So that they can put in the hard work every single day and improve every single day. They can create and build their businesses and grind without feeling guilty, right? And so they will be able to execute on their business effortlessly, which I've linked in the description. So if you're interested, click the link, book a call with me. And if you like the video, then give literally just like, right? Press the like button, leave a comment, leave a comment on how you're gonna build this work system today. How, if you found the video helpful, leave a nice comment. Maybe subscribe because I want to help spread the mission. I want this mission to reach as many people as possible so that we can help other guys who are like us and save their lives as well by showing them